Wow. Wow. What in the freaking world do I say? I mean, there's nothing. There's nothing to say. This might actually be the worst team in the American League. I mean, there's no excuse. I mean, if you lose Bieber starts, you're not guaranteed to win any other games. Plesac, Savali, McKenzie, Allen, you're not guaranteed to win any of those. Savali's probably the most, you probably have the best chance in Savali starts, but you don't have much of a chance other than that. I mean, this team could honestly be the worst team in the American League. I'm not joking. Other than Jose Ramirez, you really have no bats. People say Franmil Reyes is a bat. Not really. That guy sucks. He's not that good. He's really good for like 2 weeks in a season. He's not good at the rest of the season. And Eddie Rosario, why are people talking about his 350 batting average at Progressive Field? He's sitting like 120 there so far. So shut your mouth with that. I mean, that's basically out of the picture. So this team doesn't have very many hitters. I mean, when they do hit, the pitching has just been too inconsistent. I mean, and that's going to be the it's a recipe for disaster for this team. That's what it's likely going to be that way for the rest of the year. This team needs to enter a rebuild. I mean, we're already probably the worst team in the American League, not the Detroit Tigers. I honestly would not be shocked to see the Indians in a battle with the Tigers and Pirates for the first overall pick in Texas, teams like that. You see, teams get no hit. And the only teams that get no hit are teams usually that finish in the bottom 5, bottom 3 of the MLB. The Indians got no hit this year. So, honestly, we really, the best prospect in the 2022 draft is an outfielder, Elijah Green. The Indians should really try to just, I mean, if the Indians are smart, maybe losing is the best case scenario. I mean, you're not going anywhere. You probably should trade Jose. You probably should trade Rosario. At the deadline, you're going to be sellers. There's no doubt about that. You're going to have to build around guys. Who knows if Bieber's here long term? Who knows if Clase, Karinchak, Reyes are here long term? I mean, they're not going to want to pay any of these guys. I mean, that's all I got to say about this one. I mean, if you're not winning Bieber starts, you're basically not going to win very many games. The Indians may have to play the Twins coming up. Twins are going to be looking for wins. Yeah, I think we're going to be losing a few more in a row here. So if we're going to lose tomorrow, lose the next 3, then Bieber starts, we'll see what we can do there. But, you know, if Bieber isn't pitching, I don't expect winning. I don't expect this team to win the game. I think us and Detroit are the 2 worst teams in the American League right now if I had to choose. So, and with the MLB not returning with the 5-team, the 8-team playoff, I mean, the Indians won't be in the playoffs for another 20, 25 years unless they get Elijah Green in the draft. Maybe they can do something with that. But, you know, this team, they're going to have to tank. I mean, if they want to get some nice young prospects for the future. Because this farm system's overrated. I mean, don't even get me started with Tito Francona keeping Jake Bauers on the team. And Josh Naylor, if I was there, he would have been DFA'd last week. I'm not even joking. So, in that regard, that's just what I got to say about that. You know, there's more to this, guys. There's more to this. I'm not done with this video, you know. So, I mean, it's just the consistency has been terrible. I mean, the Royals will probably finish better than us. I made it my season predictions. I had the Indians finishing 4th in the division behind Kansas City, didn't I? So, now I had Detroit finishing 5th. That's what it looks like right now. It's going to happen. 1 Chicago, 2 Minnesota, 3 Kansas City, 4 Cleveland, 5 Detroit. So, but this team's headed for a major rebuild. I mean, Jose Ramirez won't be with this team long term. He can't be. You can't pay him. I mean, you're not going to go anywhere. He doesn't deserve to be on a team like this, does he? No. So, they decided to trade him. It wouldn't be the worst decision in the world. So, and maybe even Bieber. I mean, it ain't even fair to him. Get him on a title contender as well. I mean, send Jose Ramirez to Atlanta. Send Bieber to San Diego. Then all parties will be calm. They'll be good. You know, so I do. I mean, you don't want your players to rot in Cleveland, where I'm not. You know what? You might be surprised, but I'm not even going to blame it fully on Paul Dolan. I'm blaming this on the discipline of the staff and the players. Should be doing much better. This is a baseball team. I agree. The Dolans aren't good owners. They're terrible. But you have to admit, it doesn't all fall on them. This team has to play better. I mean, if you're like Franmil Reyes, who probably is blind, I would not be surprised if there was breaking news coming out tomorrow he was playing baseball blind. If you're like him, and you like to swing at pitches all the way in outer space, and you like to look at pitches right down the middle, then you might be blind and you might suck at baseball. And if you have that discipline, you're not going to work in the MLB, and you're not helping your team win. I bet Franmil Reyes probably has some of the worst WAR in the whole MLB. I bet you that right now. That's what I got to say on that. And don't even get me started with Zach Plesac, most overrated pitcher in the majors. We underrated Savali. Savali, you're having a great season so far. But Plesac, you suck. Hey, Tristan McKenzie, how about you actually put some weight on you? Dr. Sticks. The only doctor you're going to see is the doctor for a brain transplant because you're not even that good at baseball. You probably will have 5 runs tomorrow, 2 innings pitched. I mean, that's probably what's going to happen tomorrow. Then you got Logan Allen, who was absolutely garbage in the minors. You give him a shot? No. Cal Quantrill, he's been pitching like dog crap this year. I mean, there's no hope for him. There's no hope for any of these guys. This is a major rebuild. This team's going to be bad for a long time. And you can make the case right now this is the worst team in the American League, if not the Detroit Tigers. If you take the Tigers out of the equation, this is easily the worst team in the American League. The Yankees were 6-11 coming into the series. They were in a terrible slump. And you let them to get hot? What a joke. I mean, that's all I got to say about this. So, this team sucks.